Good afternoon, Cancer. This is going to be your video. I said I am preparing for a whole festival, like a big festival this weekend, so I really have not had the time or the energy for my channel. Plus, I had a power outage and I went 17 hours without power, earlier this week, which is when I was planning on making this video and my Taurus video. So this whole week has just been a little off, so I apologize, but I did want to make sure I got this made this week, because the weekend I'm going to be tied up. So excuse me, I'm all sweaty. I've been working all day. So let me get these cards pulled for Cancer. Cards for Cancer. Cards for Cancer. Aha. One more tarot card. This is my traditional tarot deck. They're really bright and really simple to read. I suggest these cards for like anyone who's beginning to learn tarot, because this deck is so easy. All right, get my Energy Oracle deck. Energy Oracle cards. Oops. We got two. Those definitely wanted to come out. All right, we have my Vampire Oracle deck. Ooh, that one was speaking to me. All right, this is my Art Oracle deck. These are a little bit trickier to read because the message is so subjective, but I read intuitively, so it just works. All right, my fortune-telling deck. Wow, Cancer. Got a lot going on, don't you? I'm talking about a lot. All right, and my Romance Angel deck. Well, that was easy. All right. So the first card that we have is the Ten of Swords. And it's actually clarified by the Broken Heart card. And the swords are mental. This is like a mental conflict. This is something that's going on inside of your head. I feel like you've had a situation with regards to a relationship, a connection that you have. Maybe something, some type of conflict, something that's happened that has left you staying up at night, really worried about it, replaying it over and over again in your head, feeling like this is the end, feeling like you can't move on from this. This is as bad as it gets in your head. And because you're feeling that way, you have this broken heart. This feeling that, like I said, it's this energy that I'm getting from these two cards, where you're feeling like you'll never feel better again. This is as bad as it gets. Whatever's happened, I'm here to tell you that the guidance that I'm receiving is that this is not the end. This particular situation had to happen in order for you to see something You had to experience something. Something had to play out. This is almost like a tower moment energy for you, Cancer, where everything, like the cards came crashing, like this card house, and it came crashing down. And the reason why that happened is because of the foundation that this was built on. There was a lot of fear in the foundation of this connection, and these fears finally came to a head, and they finally played out. Because we have the Devil card. And this is what I was picking up on. This foundation of fear. You know, you found this person, you're like, man, this is like the best connection I've ever felt in my life. I've never felt this way about anybody. And so you had a lot of fears around it, like, man, I don't want to lose this. Like, I've lost other, situations that I've had before. And so all of these things had to play out. But this situation is not over, because we have the Carrying Connections card. And this person cares very deeply about you. So with that being said, you don't have to worry that this is the end. You can ease your mind. You can release this energy and this energy here, and know that this is a caring mutual connection. And it's not as bad as you're making it out to be. I mean, I'm almost getting, and I hate to say like drama queen, drama king, almost like blowing it out of proportion, making it out to be more than what it was. Just relax for now. Find something else to focus on for a while. Because we have the Judgment card. And I feel like this goes along with, with these cards here, with that judging and really feeling like the situation is a lot worse than what it is. Relax, tell yourself, you know what, this had to happen for a reason. Take a look at everything that happened, take a look at why it happened, and it won't happen again. I mean, this was like a one-time thing. We have thirst, craving, compulsion, obsession. And so I feel like this is you, Cancer. Maybe you've been watching their social media, watching for signs that, maybe they've moved on, or, they aren't interested anymore, that type of thing. And this is an energy of control, of needing to know. My washer's off balance. It'll be all right. This is an energy of needing to know, of control, of, like I said, it's really, wanting to watch this person and see what they're doing, and stop that. Find something else to focus on for now. Shift your attention, your energy to something else. This is going to be very paramount in getting past this. We have the Five of Swords. You see how he's looking backward? You're going to want to be present. You're going to want to release the past, everything that's happened. In order to move past this, you need to shift your energy from it, because whatever you focus your energy on grows. So if you shift your focus, practice presence, release anything that's happened in the past, because the past is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. In fact, at this point, it's no longer even real. The only moment that you have right now is the now moment. So that's what you want to do with that card. That's the message coming through. We have this Art Oracle card, and I can't pronounce it. It's French. Louis Bougie. I think that's what it is. Louis Bougie. Remembering through art is better than forgetting. An inference is worth 1,000 appendages. Draw on private pain to connect to the public. So with this, remembering through art is better than forgetting. I mean, maybe you're an artist, or maybe you write. Maybe, you are a crafter. You do craft things, creative things. So definitely use that to kind of channel what's going on right now. This inference is worth more than 1,000 appendages. I feel like that has to do with focus. Like your focus is all over the place right now, and you need to focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. Because as long as you're focusing on this over here, which is what you don't want, you're going to have more of that. So focus your energy, focus your attention on what you do want. Draw on private pain to connect with the public. I feel like that has to do with this card here, and maybe you've been, a little posty on social media. I know females, we tend to do that. Men do it too. Sad memes, I'm brokenhearted, this, that, whatever else. Try to limit that. Try to limit that because this person is watching you as well. So try to limit that and try to stay positive, try to stay upbeat. That is the message that I have with this card here. With the Two of Coins, your reality, you are not a victim of circumstance. So many times we feel like things are out of our control, that things are just spiraling out of control. And that's another reason I feel like you are trying to kind of get control of the situation. But when this happens, you need to fall into a place of trust and deeper faith. That is the key. And the key is to stay positive. And once again, I said to focus on what you want instead of what you don't want, because you are creating. We have the Marriage card, which is kind of a wild card at this point. And I really feel like this here is what you want, and the other person wants this as well. So this is kind of what you're working towards, is this divine partnership. And even though it seems like right now that is not a possibility, this card did not come out for no reason. And stop feeling like you mess things up, because whatever's for you, you can't mess it up. You cannot mess it up at all. So stop feeling like you messed it up. Hey, we have the Two of Staffs. And this is a forward moving, this is like a forward looking energy. We had the one where he was kind of looking backwards to the past. And this one, he's kind of focused on the future. And once again, not present. The key here is that you're going to want to stay present, because we can't create in the past and we can't create in the future. The only way that we can create is in the present moment. But we do have the Moon here. And so basically the message that's coming through with this is that there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you aren't aware of. And that's where faith is going to come in at. We have the Fairy Norm, planning, patience, cooperation. So I do feel like that goes along with this card as well, that there is a lot going on behind the scenes. The universe always has your back. And once again, this is going to involve faith and patience, and release the control and cooperate with the universe instead of working against it. So many times we work against the universe. We want to get in the way. We want to get in the kitchen when the meal's being prepared. Were you ever a kid and you were told to get out of the kitchen, and you weren't really allowed to see how everything was being prepared, but then before you know it, there was this big, beautiful meal on the table. Or like think about, for those of you that were kids that, your family celebrated Christmas. You didn't know how your parents pulled it off, but every Christmas there were all these gifts under the tree. You weren't allowed to go peek. That's the energy that I'm getting here, is that get out of the way and cooperate with the universe by having more faith. Because we have the Ten of Cups. So we have the Marriage card, caring connections, and we have the Ten of Cups. So, it doesn't, get any more clear than this, that there is going to be a coming together. There is going to be a union. You just need to trust and believe that. You need to have faith and get out of your own way. Get out of your head. Stop feeling like you are messing things up, because you're not. Everything is perfect. You're right where you need to be at. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and maybe you're fighting about money. Money is such, an easy thing to fight about when you're a couple, and it's really stupid, really. Because it should never take away from the love or the caring connection that you have with somebody. So many times we get together with somebody and you don't have any money and you're so happy, and then you start getting things, you start getting money, you start, acquiring material things, and then, before you know it, you've lost track of these caring connections, how you felt when you first got together. So make sure that finances are not a factor in your love life. We had this expression when I was a teenager, me and the girls I went to school with, oh, I just love him so much, I would live with him in a cardboard box. Because when you're a teenager, you feel that way, So it's almost like that energy that's coming through, Don't let finances or career get in the way of a caring connection. Well, Cancer, this is your reading. It's a little shorter than usual. We'll pull one of these self-compassion cards because I'm being guided to, and see what the message is today. I need a card for Cancer. Card for Cancer. Card for Cancer. Come on. All right, you've got Heart. Give yourself credit for the small thing you did in the past week that took courage. How can you build off of that today? Give yourself credit for the small thing you did in the past week that took courage. How can you build off of that today? So really, the message with this card is to really think about what you learned. Think about the lessons that you learned, and really build off of that. Really improve off of that, because everything happens for us to have more growth and more soul expansion. So with that being said, Cancer, this is your reading, and thank you very much for watching.